Happy New Year, everyone. Carolina Venom here. This is a new year, 2014. New camera, new reviews, new videos, and all that good stuff. Today, I have the GE X600 digital camera. It's not a DSLR, and it's more than a point and shoot. It's an ultra zoom camera. It's like a DSLR by the shape, but with the simplicity and all of a point and shoot camera. And it does not got all the features of a DSLR, of course, but this is a really nice camera. I've always wanted the X600 ever since I first seen it, and I got it for a good deal. I got it on sale actually, and I'm gonna take you through the camera, show you what and all it does, and go through all the specs. And I'm gonna actually have a picture and video review. I'm gonna have a very thorough picture and video review of this camera here. Taking a lot of pictures and videos with it. So a lot more detailed than the Nikon that I just reviewed, but that's gonna be later on down the road, probably in about a week or so. Try to get some good nature and wildlife, animal pics, and all that good stuff. But anyway, let's go ahead and get in with the camera. Of course, you got your big old lens right there. GE emblem. Another GE emblem. While I'm at it, right here is your autofocus light. On the side, you got your microphone. 26x optical wide zoom with image stabilization. Your speaker playback here on the side. Here is your open door for your flash. It springs up pretty good. It's not weak or nothing. It's pretty solid. Place for your strap on both sides so you can hang it around your neck. On this side here, you got your AV out, HDMI cable. Like I said, right here on this side is also 1-2. On top, you have your circular wheel with a bunch of your different features on it. You have your zoom in and out along with your shutter button, your burst mode, dedicated record button. You can also set it to video here and use this here to autofocus it in and record video, or just push the button. Your on off button. It's a 14.4 megapixel camera. On the bottom, you have your tripod mount, tripod mount. You have your battery door with your rechargeable battery. I'm wanting to say it's a 1100 milliamp hour battery, and it's really not the best battery in the world, but it does okay. I think if I had about 15, 16, 1700, it'd be a lot better, but it's not bad. Your SD card slot here. On the back, you got your electronic viewfinder, which is really nice. 2.7 inch LCD screen. Your button here to change back and forth. Up here, you have your exposure button. This button right here, in manual mode and all your custom modes, lets you change the color of your pictures, from normal to vivid and all that good stuff. Your function and menu button, your autofocus, your flash, delete and self timer, micro mode, set button, playback, and your display button. We'll go ahead and power the camera on. It just flick it and it comes on. And I'm going to try my best this time to get it to where it's going to focus in good on everything, because I've been having a hard time doing that. We'll go ahead and start off here in auto mode. In auto mode, you can pretty much do nothing but use your flash if it's popped up, and that's in your micro mode and stuff like that. You really can't really change anything in the camera. It just automatically does what, this button here does nothing, this button does nothing. It just pretty much, does what it does, the best, picture that it can. Like I said, right here is your screen. This button here goes to your viewfinder, which works pretty good as well. You flip over once, you go to your custom settings, and I really have not figured out how this works because I've pushed every button on here and nothing works when it's on custom settings, so I gotta figure that one out. Go one more over, you're in movie mode. Like I said, you can hold it down halfway to focus it in and start recording, or you can hit the one touch button here. Go into the function menu button. You have your expo meter in center, spot in AIAE. I'm trying to focus this thing in here really good. I'm sorry, y'all. You got 1080p at 30 frames per second, 720p at 60 frames, 720 at 30 frames, 480, 240, and 480 at 120 frames. This setting here is a silent video with a very smooth frame rate, but there's no sound. I prefer 60 frames per second because 30 frame you get a little bit of video roll, but it's not bad. You also have your anti-shake. This is your settings, digital zoom on and off, custom settings. You got, now from here on down, it's just pretty much the same as the camera settings are. Your beat, power saver, language, world time, all that stuff, USB, format, and all that good stuff. We'll flip over one more time here. Go into scene mode, which you got all these scene selections. Which you can see right there. Which most cameras have the same, scene selection. Some have a few more than others. Some have less than others. I do like the fact that you got pet mode and dog and cat, and I'm sure this works for about any animal, but it really recognizes their faces, and it does work pretty well. And then you have your sketch mode. Flip it again, go to black and white, where you just got your black and white picture. Panoramic mode. Your face beautifier. Just softens the skin up a little bit. Not tried it, so really can't comment on it. Then you get your program AE, where you can change all your settings. I'm not going to change any settings because I don't want to have to worry about changing them all back. But you can go in here and change your color from normal to vivid to that word, whatever it is. Salon and dreamy. And of course your exposure button. You can change different things, but like I said, I'm not getting into all of that tonight. Up top here, this button, you have your burst selection mode, which is single, continuous shot, high speed VGA, continuous shot fast, 4 megapixel, and time lapse of 30 seconds, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute, and back to 30 seconds. Flip it over again. Now you're in shutter priority, to where you can take really fast shutters or really slow shutters. Okay. Really. Okay. Start over again. Your shutter priority, where you can take really slow shutters or really fast shutters. Okay. I'll get that out here right in a second. Works good. Up to 30 seconds in shutter speed. And then we're good for lower light settings, because you get a pretty bright light. But a tripod is definitely recommended for that, because holding the camera still for 30 seconds perfectly still is impossible. So yeah. Manual mode, you can completely change anything you want to change. We'll go in here. Like I said, it's got a 14 megapixel camera of high quality printing, down to 12 megapixel, 10 megapixel, 16:9 display, so it kind of fits a widescreen. 8 megapixel, 5 megapixel, 3, 2, and VGA. Anti-shake, continuous autofocus on or off, your HDR on or off, and your settings, which you've got quality of the pictures of fine, normal, and best. Your auto focus assist beam, digital zoom, data imprint, quick review, and rest of them it's the same as I showed you in the video a while ago. We'll go ahead and flip over again, back into auto mode. So we're back where we started, and that pretty much wraps up the camera, all that I'm going to do tonight. It has quite a bit of settings on this camera, and really it does a good job. I know a lot of reviews I've seen says it's got slow shutter speed, but to me it's pretty quick, even auto mode. I mean, yeah, lower light, it does take a little bit longer to take a picture, like every single camera does. But, you know, this camera here has a respectable shutter speed, in my opinion. Actually, I'll go ahead and do one right now just to show you, it's not all that slow. That fast. So I mean, that's pretty quick. Once you autofocus it in, it's that fast. I mean, it's just quick. I like the way this thing does. I mean, this thing really comes out and really takes you, gets you up close and personal. It's a good camera. Some things about it that I like is good picture quality, good video quality. I like the way it feels, got a good flash. I like all the settings. Basically everything about the camera I do like about it. Some cons that I would say would have to probably be battery life. I got about 80 minutes of continuous recording in VGA quality video, which 80 minutes is not that great. It's really not, but you can buy batteries that's bigger so you can get more record time and more picture time. And the audio quality, if you're in a quiet environment, there's times that it will you'll hear some crackling in and out, and that's kind of a bad thing, because if it's quiet you can really hear some noise in the microphone and the audio in the videos you're recording. But if you're in a louder environment, you really won't recognize it or notice it very bad. So anyway, like I said, this has just been a review of the GE X600. It's picture time. I'm telling you, I'm ready to take some pictures with this thing and really just try this thing out and just use the far out of it to see how it performs video wise, picture wise, zoom wise, everything, and really put it through the paces and see how it's going to do. So stay tuned for that. That'll be a upcoming video of pictures and videos. And if you've got any questions, comments, please feel free to leave them below. I'm still having trouble with my comments. I don't see half of my comments. Let's get on a computer and look it up, which I hardly ever do. But still, please feel free to leave comments. I do check periodically, and I will get back with you as soon as I can. I'm trying to fix the issue with my comments. Subscribe to my channel. I sure would appreciate it. I hope it helps a little bit. The GE X600, a nice camera. I do recommend it. I think it's a good camera. But we'll see how it performs, and we'll get back at you. Y'all have a good one. Talk at you later.